Hey girls, hope you had a great weekend. Today is Monday, May 4th, and our lesson today is Module 6, Lesson 7. So make sure you have that from your packet. It is in your packet, it will say Mission 6, Lesson 7. So our I can statement, I can model mixed numbers with units of hundreds, tens, ones, tenths, and hundredths in expanded form and on the place value chart. So the first example we're going to do corresponds to number 1 on your problem set. It's not exactly the same example in number 1, A and B, but it is similar. So in our example, we have to use these place values that we've been given, and we have to write a decimal number. The first value I have is 2 tens. Well, 10, 20. The next value I have is 3 tenths. Well, 0.3. And the last value I have is 2 hundredths. 0.02. So I have 20 and 32 hundredths. Now, on number 3 on the back of your problem set, they're asking you to write numbers in expanded form. However, using our place values. So, for example, I have 20. I have 2 tens. I don't have any ones. I have 3 tenths. So it's 3 times 0.1. And then I have 2 hundredths. So that would be 2 times 0.01. Now let's move on to another example. So if you look at number 2, you have a place value chart, and the place value chart has this number in it, 416 and 83 hundredths. And they want you to use that place value chart to find the value of each digit. Remember when we talk about expanded form and we're stretching out and expanding the number, every digit gets to shine. So we want to know the value of each and every digit. Big difference between hundreds place and hundredths. Hundredths are those little parts. Hundredths are those pennies. Hundreds are those $100 bills. Big difference between tens and tenths. Tenths are our pieces. They're our dimes. Tens are our $10 bills. So a big difference between hundred and hundredth. Now you have that labeled place value chart to help you. Which digit is in the hundreds place? Right, it's the 4. And the value of 400 is 400. What digit is in the tens place? The 1. 110 is just 10. Which digit is in the ones place? And 6 ones is simply 6. Which digit is in the tenths place? Now we're to our parts. 8 tenths. I can write that in fraction form, or I can write it in decimal form. 8 tenths, 0.8, 8 tenths. Next, I have my hundredths place. Again, parts. 3 hundredths. I can write it as a fraction, 3 hundredths, or I can write it as a decimal, 0.03 3 hundredths. You're going to do the next place value chart independently and send me a picture. But let's go to number 3 again when I was talking about doing that expanded form. And it's going to be long, but we're going to do the expanded form for 416 and 83 hundredths. And I start with my 4. I have 4 hundredths plus 110. And it might help you when you do number 3 to set up a place value chart labeled just like in number 2, and it'll help you with your identifying the correct place values for the numbers. $110. Phew, plus 6 ones, plus, not done yet, 8 tenths, so 8 times 1/10, plus, we're almost done, 3 times 1/100th. So that would be this number in expanded form, the fraction form. But now let's do the same exact thing, but with decimals. The good thing is my hundreds, my tens, and my ones are going to be exactly the same. It's my fractions that I'm now going to change to decimals. So instead of 8 times 1/10 in fraction form, I'm going to do 8 times 1/10 in decimal form, 8 times 0.1. And then my last piece of my expanded form, that 3 times 1/100th, or 3 times 0.01. So at this time, we are going to bid adieu, and you are going to finish your problem set independently, and you are going to take a picture of it and send that great work to me. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.